These days, your credit score is checked before you apply for just about anything. From cell phones to house mortgages, any creditors or companies that offer their services in advance will check your credit to make sure you're a customer that is trustworthy. So what is a credit score? The Federal Reserve explains credit scores as a number that expresses a person's history with lending and credit. To a company that is thinking of extending credit and or financing options, your credit score reflects the level of risk associated with lending to you. Similar to a background check to see if an individual is trustworthy and safe, a credit check determines whether an individual is trustworthy enough to receive credit. In addition to getting a credit card, these types of checks are often performed during the application process for employment, housing, mobile phone accounts, and insurance policies. So, how is your score calculated? According to the Fair Isaac Company, issuer of the FICO credit score, 5 categories are considered when calculating a score: payment history, existing debts, credit history, new credit, and types of credit. All this information is collected in your credit report and then analyzed to come up with a numerical score. The most important is payment history. Your payment history is a collection of records on your payment patterns for existing accounts. This information includes things like the number of late payments, if the debt was settled by a collection agency, and how many accounts were paid in good standing according to the terms of your credit contract. Creditors also look at your existing debts, the number and types of accounts, the proportion of credit used compared to the total credit line on a specific account, and how many payments remain on an installment loan, like a mortgage. The length of your credit history refers to how long an account has been open and how frequently you use it to purchase something or make a payment on its balance. New credit is a section of the report that displays the number of newly opened accounts, the number of recent credit inquiries, and how much time has passed since either action. This section also shows the rebuilding of good credit with these new accounts after past payment problems. Finally, types of credit is the part of the report that simply lists the types and number of specific accounts open in your name: credit cards, mortgages, retail accounts, etc. From applying for a job to putting a roof over your head, your credit score is used as a measure of your reliability and level of risk by an increasing number of creditors and merchants. A low score can prevent you from getting things you want, so it's important to know what your score is and be aware of what affects it. Be sure to tune in for next week's editorial, where we will be discussing tips on how to improve your credit score. And that's what's happening outside the Grove.